In the name of the most gracious, merciful of Allah, today we are going to present a video for grade 11 foundation, and we are very pleased to introduce a general revision for the second term. In this video, we are going to talk about the most important parts that you have studied in the second term. The first part of our revision is talking about this image. Can you guess what is the reference of this image, or what does this image stand for? It stands for one of the most important parts in your course book. Exactly, it stands for the argumentative essay, which is very important in reading, writing, and you will find it in the exam. What's meant by the argumentative essay? Or what is the definition of the argumentative essay? The argumentative essay means presenting both sides of an issue, and we conclude by supporting one of the sides. I mean that we have two sides, one for and another against. When we are writing the argumentative essay, there are very important tips we have to put in our mind. Number one, how to make paragraphing for your essay, which means the layout of the essay. This is very important, and your score will be evaluated according to this point. Firstly, we have to start with the introduction, which will be written in paragraph 1. So, what should we write in paragraph 1, which is called the introduction of argumentative essay? In paragraph 1, we have to state the topic. I mean, identify the topic and explain there are arguments for and against the topic. I mean, to attract the attention of the reader that you are going to handle a debatable issue, or you are going to discuss two sides, one for and one against. This must be mentioned in the introduction. Number 2, we have to have the body paragraphs. In the body paragraphs, we can write two paragraphs. The first paragraph in the body paragraph must be arguments for the topic. I mean, the points or the claims that support your point of view. For example, if we are talking about carrying mobile phone at school, in the first body paragraph of this topic, you have to mention why should you carry the mobile phone at school? Why are you supporting this point of view? In the second paragraph of the body paragraph, you have to mention the arguments against, which why don't you support the idea of carrying mobile phone at school? So in the body paragraph, I have to write two paragraphs, one for and one against. And in each paragraph, you have to mention your claims with justifications to justify why are you believing in this point. For example, if you said mobile phone is important for the urgent cases, so you have to mention an example to justify your claim. And if you are telling in the second paragraph, or if you are saying in the second paragraph, mobile phone is not important to be carried at school, you have to mention why. You can say because it may distract the teacher or cause what's called noise in the class. The last paragraph in the argumentative essay is the conclusion. What should you write in the conclusion? In the conclusion, you have to write your personal opinion, and this is the thing you can conclude in your essay with. If you feel neutral toward the topic, you can write it. If you feel that you are with, you can mention that in the last paragraph. If you feel that you are against, also you can mention that in the last paragraph, and this is the job of the conclusion in the argumentative essay. So what shall you do, or what are the things you have to do while writing the argumentative essay in the exam? And this point is very important. You have to keep in your mind. What are the steps you have to follow to write a perfect argumentative essay? Number one, you have to list the main points for and against. And I think you can do this step before starting to write the essay itself. I mean, preparing a draft for yourself, and in this draft you can write points for and points against. Whatever way you use, you can use mind mapping. So you have to be ready with your points that will be written in the essay. Number two, you have to state both sides of an issue, which is for and against. For why and against why, I mean mentioning the reasons of the point of view. Number three, present the arguments objectively. You have to make it clear, make your arguments clear. Number four, organize your ideas into paragraphs. This is what I said before. The paragraphing is very important point. Your essay will be scored according to it. Check the length of your essay. This is also very important. And check your writing, which related to this point, related to or is related to the spelling mistakes, the grammatical mistakes. You have to care these points.